Welcome to South for Your Mouth. We're going to be making another homemade recipe today. Today is going to feature Miss Hazel Mima's homemade cream cheese pound cake.
Yep. Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you the ingredients you'll need to make it.
Okay.
You're going to need 3 sticks of butter. I use real butter. You can use margarine, but I love.
Need real butter.
Yeah. And we're going to do 8 ounces of cream cheese.
Okay.
6 large eggs, only extra large eggs.
Extra large eggs.
If you'll notice when you buy eggs anymore, there's even the large looks small. So
Right.
these are actually jumbo eggs from Walmart, but they're not that jumbo. They look just like extra large.
Right.
And you're going to use vanilla flavor in a teaspoon.
Okay.
This is all-purpose flour, 2 cups.
Okay.
And this is self-rising flour, 1 cup.
Okay.
And then,
what else we got here?
first of all, we're going to grease and flour a tube pan.
Okay.
Just take you some Crisco. Now you might have the spray that is the sticks. You know that the Baker's Joy, I believe it is, has the flour and the shortening together. But this is just Crisco. Then I'm going to grease the bottom of this pan.
Just the bottom?
Well, all of it. I'm just starting off in the bottom.
And this is a special pan?
This is a tube pan.
Tube pan.
You just turn it to the side. And just make sure you get it covered good with the shortening. And then we're going to put flour on it. We're going to also need to put 3 cups of sugar as well. I've got the pan greased here, and I was going to show you how I flour it. I just take a spoon of flour, touch it against that, get that tube. Then you just shake it back and forth. Just roll it around because it will make a mess if you aren't careful. Till you get it all floured.
You want to preheat your oven to 325, and we're going to cook this for how long?
1 hour and 15 minutes.
1 hour and 15-minute cook time. This is how your pan should look after you flour it.
We're adding 3 sticks of butter to our mixer. And 8 ounces of cream cheese, which is right here. And make sure your cream cheese and your butter is softened to room temperature. I'm now going to incorporate, beat it together, get it smooth. And as it's beating, I'm going to get it creamy. And my faithful old KitchenAid. I love my KitchenAid. Nothing like a KitchenAid. I'm going to add 3 cups of sugar to that, 3 level cups. Let me just go ahead and add it, and then we'll beat it some more so you can see. If you'll notice, the sugar and the butter is well blended. Most bakers will tell you to wait and add the vanilla flavoring at the end, but I don't do that. I add it right now so that I'm sure it's mixed in every bit of it. This is my little measuring cup for a tablespoon. Is that not cute?
Very cute.
I love it. One teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to start beating and put my vanilla. Next we'll add eggs. 1 at a time. Break it in a bowl because you do not want a bad egg in your product. Break it, put it in there. The reason you're doing this is to make sure you have good eggs. 1 at a time. get the eggs added, you want to take your spatula. After you get it mixed in, you want to stir up your sides. So you'll notice there's a little cream cheese and butter stuck to the side. So you cut it off and go and pull all that down. Then you're going to mix it back in. And you know what? You know, you're almost through getting this cake made. Look at here. We're ready to put 2 cups of plain flour. I really like to add the self-rising first, which I didn't do. So that,
Self-rising first.
because this has the baking powder and the salt and all that good stuff in it. And you don't have to add that, see? Because this 1 cup will take care of that. It'll make it rise. I'm going to continue to do this till we get all the flour in here. After you get the self-rising, then start putting the plain flour. You can do it like I'm doing, or you can actually turn it off, take your paddle there and stir it in, and then start it mixing again. You don't want your mixer turned too high, because if you do, the flour will go everywhere. If you look, we got all the flour in here now. But you know what? To me, that is so thick. And I do a little trick that a lot of people may not want to do. This is the recipe, that is the cake. But so it's not so thick, I take a little bit of my buttermilk.
Okay.
Because buttermilk makes things so good. And I just barely drizzle. Just a little bit. So that it won't be so thick. And I think it makes it more moist. We'll incorporate that. Maybe just a tad more. And when I say a tad, I probably put 2 or 3 tablespoons of buttermilk. You know, people use the word tab, a dab, a little. It just means a pinch, okay? But I think I did about 3 tablespoons.
Just clean it off here. Then we're going to pour it up.
See how smooth that is? And creamy? Look.
If you ever have cake batter ice cream, that's the idea. That's what they're going for. And yes, you could probably drink that. It would be really good.
The grandchildren always want to lick the bowl. I know what they say not to do, but years ago they did. When they were young.
And sometimes not so young.
When you get it all in your pan, just take your spatula, sort of spread it around. I sort of pull out a little bit in the middle there, let it come up on the sides, so when it rises, it won't be such a pone in the very middle, you know. We're going to cook this for an hour and 15 minutes and check it. And I usually just do this to make sure there's no air bubbles. Next, we'll put it in the oven, set our timer for an hour and 15 minutes, then we'll come back and check it. We're just going to, I have a little cake tester here, and I'm going to put it into the cake. So you can see it's not quite done, look. See that?
Yeah.
This is only an hour and 10 minutes. We're going to let it go another 5 minutes.
Timer's going off here, so we're going to check this cake again.
See how it's beginning to not be sticky, but it's just moist?
Mm-hmm.
Needs about a couple more minutes, I think.
All right.
Look, it's done.
Done.
Look.
Yeah, it doesn't. You can't smell it from the other side of the house or anything either, just saying.
We're going to set it here on the counter, on a hot pad, for 15 minutes. Put your timer on, then we'll take it up.
So don't touch it.
15 minutes.
I know you want a cake, but let it stand 15 minutes.
You can take a knife and just push against the pan a little bit if you feel like you need to. It really should come out without this, but just a little bit of a touch. See? And then you just take your pie plate against it. And just turn it over. There it
Look
is.
at that.
And of course, my sweetheart is over there waiting to taste this.
Ready for the tasting.
I guess he just thinks he has to try it out, you know.
The squigglies?
The little pieces that are falling
Yeah.
down, they have to be eaten first.
Oh, yeah. So that gives you a hint as to what the real thing's going to taste
Now,
like.
let me tell you, this cake is wonderful by itself. You can put fruit on it. You can put whipped cream. You can put ice cream. You can icing it after it's cool.
Butter.
You can decorate it. Butter is wonderful on it.
I already see the plan, like you said, but all those
Ooh,
are
it's
good.
hot, hot.
Smoking.
Do you want butter on it?
See the smoke?
There we go. And now comes the good part.
This is the official part of the job I like. Cream cheese pound cake tasting.
A little bit. It's hot, honey.
That could be a little bite for me. You see- This is just like the Mary Poppins movie. Super fragile, SBLadocious.